Hello, welcome to English for Everyone, where we practice real-life American English. Today we're going to learn some very important expressions, so let's get started. There's a universal idea that I think exists in every culture, all over the world, and that is, if you do good things to other people, good things will come back to you. And if you do bad things to other people, bad things will come back to you. And we have three expressions for this in English. So let's take a closer look. The first one, and the oldest one, it comes from the Bible, is you reap what you sow. Or you can change it to we reap what we sow. But the most common is you reap what you sow. These are old words. First, let's look at sow. Sow is a verb. You sow seeds. It means you plant seeds. But again, it's an old word. People don't use it anymore. It's just for this expression. Now people say you plant seeds. But a long time ago, they said you sow seeds. So again, the expression, you reap what you sow. What is reap? Reap is to harvest. It's an old word for the verb harvest. To collect your crops. To collect, to harvest what you have planted. That means to reap in Old English. We do use reap in this example. This is the Grim Reaper. The thing he has is not a reaper. It's called a scythe. It's very old. People don't use this tool anymore, usually. But the person is called the Grim Reaper. We use the article the. The Grim Reaper is this person because he's reaping souls, I guess. So the expression again, you reap what you sow. The idea, what you plant in life, you will also harvest or collect later. Let's hear some examples of the expression, you reap what you sow. And sometimes we reap what we sow.
The Holy Bible teaches us that you reap what you sow.
What I've learned from men like my father and Harry is that you reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow.
Because you shall reap what you sow. We reap what we sow.
So, you reap what you sow is an old expression. People still use it sometimes. We heard some examples. Now let's talk about a more modern way to say it. What goes around comes around. This is more common. It's the same idea. What goes around comes around. What you do to people will come around back to you. If you're nice to people, nice things will happen to you. If you're mean to people, bad things will happen to you. What goes around comes around. Let's hear some examples.
Now he knew what goes around comes around.
We think we're going in a straight line, but what goes around comes around.
What goes around comes around.
What goes around comes around.
And with a burglar, well, what goes around comes around.
And the last one is the most recent. This is the newest, but it uses a bad word. So I don't really like it. But you'll hear it. And it's karma is a B. They use the bad word, the B word. And it means karma can be bad to you if you're bad to other people. Karma will come back and you'll have bad things in your life. Karma's a beep. Let's hear some examples, but we'll cut out the bad word.
Karma's a bitch.
Shit, karma is a bitch.
Told you, karma is a bitch.
Apparently karma is a bigger...
Karma's a bitch.
Remember, karma's a bitch.
Example. He's a used car salesman, and he's selling bad cars. Cars in poor condition, in bad condition, for too much money. He's doing bad things to people. It's not fair. It's not right. So what would you tell him? Would you tell him, you reap what you sow? That's right. I would tell him, you reap what you sow. What else could you tell him? Could you tell him what goes around comes around? That's right. You could also tell him what goes around comes around. And if you want to use a bad word, you could say karma's a beep, but we're not going to practice that. So you see, we have three expressions to express the same idea. The old one from the Bible is you reap what you sow. The more modern one is what goes around comes around. And the most recent, with a cuss word, with a bad word, is karma is a beep. Thank you for watching. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. And if you want to become a member, click the join button. and we'll see you next time.